For decades, Princess Anne was the embodiment of strength and stability within the royal family. Known as the soldier princess, she rarely sought attention, quietly managing a staggering 500-plus public engagements every year. Her energy, precision, and unwavering presence made her the family's backbone, a figure many relied upon in both public and private life. But in recent months, something changed. A subtle shift in her schedule, a quiet cancellation here, a shortened appearance there, hinted that the woman who never faltered was facing a challenge unlike any before. Even those closest to her began noticing. At a charity event earlier this year, she lingered in the background, allowing others to take the spotlight. She smiled, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. Insiders whispered about fatigue and unusual tiredness, describing a level of exhaustion never seen in Anne before. And all this was happening while the royal household was already under strain. King Charles's ongoing health treatment, Catherine's extended recovery, and the public's mounting questions about the monarchy's future. For someone whose life was defined by relentless dedication, the quiet signs of strain were impossible to ignore. Then came the shocking revelation. In June 2025, Princess Anne suffered a serious horse-related accident at Buckingham Park. Officially described as a minor concussion with memory loss, sources close to the family suggested it was far more serious than the formal statement implied. She was airlifted to Southmead Hospital in Bristol, where she remained under close observation for several days. When she regained some awareness, Anne herself admitted, "I can't remember a single thing from that day." For someone known for her razor-sharp recall and control, the admission was startling. Could there be long-term effects? The questions only multiplied. By late June, Buckingham Palace issued a formal statement confirming post-traumatic memory loss due to her horse accident. The words were carefully chosen, but there was no disguising the gravity. Public appearances, post-hospitalization, were markedly different. Her steps measured, her smile cautious, her eyes lacking their usual sharpness. A prepared statement from Anne revealed her inner struggle. "There are things I simply cannot recall. It's unsettling, but I'm taking it one day at a time." In that moment, the unshakable princess showed vulnerability, and the nation and her family could feel it. Behind palace walls, the impact was profound. Prince Edward was reportedly the first family member informed, followed by close siblings and children. King Charles, already dealing with his own health concerns, was described as devastated. Anne, the pillar of the family, now needed support. Her children, Zara and Peter, remained by her side, while other relatives quietly offered help. Staff, who had worked alongside Anne for decades, admitted disbelief, struggling to adjust schedules around someone who usually never faltered. Even royals who had stepped back from public life, like Prince Harry and Meghan, reportedly reached out privately, proof that when Anne faces hardship, it reverberates across the family. The public was equally captivated. Headlines erupted, social media buzzed, and fans shared heartfelt messages recalling her decades of tireless service. People were suddenly seeing Anne as more than a symbol of duty. They saw a human being grappling with vulnerability while still trying to serve. The balance between maintaining a public facade and managing private struggles was delicate. Press speculation grew, but the palace responded with caution, sharing only limited updates while requesting privacy. In today's media-driven world, however, the story spread quickly, revealing a side of Anne rarely seen. Her work, long her defining feature, was deeply affected. With over 20 active patronages and countless engagements, Anne's absence created immediate ripples. Events were cancelled or reassigned, staff reshuffled schedules, and even her closest aides had to step in. For someone whose identity was tied to service, stepping back was devastating. Yet, even in withdrawal, Anne's influence remained undeniable. The public began to appreciate not only her tireless work ethic, but also her resilience and courage in confronting her limitations. Inside the family, emotions ran deep. Sir Timothy Lawrence, her husband, provided steadfast support, but insiders noted a rare display of tension. Zara and Peter carried emotional weight, mirroring the care Anne had once given them. Prince Edward offered quiet presence, and King Charles faced the painful reality of leaning on a support system suddenly in need itself. Royal routines shifted, gatherings were more subdued, ceremonies carried an air of somber reflection, and the usual public cheer gave way to silent concern. Even the seemingly unshakable family had been reminded of life's fragility. The broader implications for the monarchy were stark. Anne's sudden vulnerability exposed cracks in a system built on continuity and stability. Junior royals stepped in where possible, but none could match her experience or authority. The palace faced difficult decisions: how much to disclose publicly, how to manage the redistribution of duties, and how to emotionally support the family's senior members. The aging royal family, already under scrutiny, now had to navigate a delicate balance between transparency, privacy, and continuity. By August 2025, Anne's condition stabilized, but uncertainty lingered. Her schedule remained light, key roles were paused or reassigned, and speculation about the future persisted. Whispers suggested she might focus focus on causes like head injury awareness or mental health advocacy, turning personal hardship into meaningful action. Whether she would return fully to royal duties or quietly redefine her role remained unknown. What was clear, however, was her resilience. Anne had faced adversity before, and even now, she sought to find purpose in the midst of struggle. This moment in her life is more than a personal story. It is a turning point for the monarchy itself. The unshakable princess, whose identity was defined by tireless work and duty, has revealed the human side of royalty, vulnerability, recovery, and reinvention. The public, long skeptical of royal perfection, has responded with genuine empathy and admiration. Anne's experience reminds us all that even the strongest can falter, pause, and rebuild. Her legacy may evolve, no longer just as the tireless royal, but as a symbol of resilience and human strength. As the royal family navigates this uncertain chapter, one question remains. How will Anne's journey shape the future of the monarchy? Will it bring the family closer, change internal operations, or simply become a poignant chapter in royal history? Time will tell. But one thing is certain, the princess who once seemed untouchable has left an indelible mark, not just on the institution she serves, but on the hearts of those watching her journey unfold.